All right, we're back to do another episode of Kids Comics. We think that's what the show is called. It's been a long time. And it's my fault. I've had a stack of books that Ella has given me and told me to read. And I said, yep, I'll read them. And she's moved on. So we're back. So today, we're here to talk about not just one book, not just a publisher, not just a series of books, but something even better. All right, so Comix Experience. Tell us about it.
It is,
I'll hold this on.
Okay. So it is a subscription. Well, it's a bookstore, I think, for comics. And we signed up to do a subscription. And it is kids' graphic novels, and each month they send me a graphic novel and a pin and a magnet, and sometimes like book plate that's signed by the author. And they're all different books. They all came out recently, and most of the time they're really good.
Okay. So it's a comic shop in San Francisco. They do the Comics Experience Graphic Novel Club and the Kids Graphic Novel Club and I forget the name, but it's like the Masterpiece Graphic Novel Club, where they talk about like Preacher and Sandman and some of those like classics. But the kids one, we signed up. It's about $15 a month, and they send you a new graphic novel in the mail, and it's always something good. It's always something new, so you're not getting old stuff or stuff that you might already have, and it always comes with stuff like some swag, usually buttons, pins, magnets, things like that, but every time it's a little different, depends on the book. And we have never been able to do this, like the schedule just never works up for us. But they also do an interview with at least one of the creators of the book every month. And we've just always had some of their activity going on. The times are pretty convenient. We just, I guess, are busy. And so they get the creator involved to either maybe sign book plates, like you said, or do an interview or do something along those lines. From the logistics side, they also I get an email telling me what the book is. I can message them and they'll just substitute something else. They'll give you something from their catalog. They'll just not charge you that month, whatever you want to do. But we've never run into that. Mostly because I kind of know it's coming and I don't buy the book, elsewhere. So we get it from them. So it's cool. You get something in the mail every month, and it's always a good book. So let's talk about the book. So cheap, cool way to find new books. So we're going to talk about some of the books. We've been, we subscribed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 months ago. Really? Yeah.
It's more than a year.
Yeah, it is. 13 months is 1 month more than a year. All right, so let's talk about a couple of these. And we'll be quick. We won't go through each single book, but maybe 30 seconds on each one if you feel like it.
So this one is Strange Academy by Scotty Young, Humberto Ramos, and Edgar Delgado. Yep. We'll go quick through these. Okay. So, Strange Academy, Marvel book. Marvel has started to do a pretty good job packaging some of their products to kind of fall in line with the rest of the kids market out there. So, you can buy this comic every month. What do you think of it? It was different.
Yeah.
I've never really been interested in like Marvel comics, so it was good.
Yeah. When Volume 2 comes out, do you want to read it?
Probably.
Okay.
Because it ended on a good old cliffhanger.
They always do.
Yeah.
All right. So let's stick with
That was good.
DC comic, and these are not always Marvel DC. Mm-hmm. They're rarely Marvel DC, but
Yeah, Primer.
I liked Primer.
Yeah. Superpowers based on colors.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a bucket of colors, and you can only put on 3. Otherwise, things go
and
bad.
it came with like a coloring sheet,
Yes,
right?
I still haven't done it, but I've been meaning to.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Okay. Cat Kid Comic Club by Dave Pilkey.
Dogman.
Dogman.
Right,
yeah.
which she has no interest in Dogman. We wouldn't have bought this book normally. Like, had this been on the shelf, you probably just walked by it.
Yeah.
But, you know, now you've read it. Now you've kind of experienced Dogman, and it was good.
Yeah, it was good.
So,
The stories were different from what I would normally read in it. Yeah.
All right. Now we're gonna get interesting. Fantagraphics book, Young Shadow. We've not talked about this one.
No, we haven't.
Ben Sears, a double plus adventure. Oh, that's cool.
What?
Like all one color tone.
Yeah, it's all orange.
All orange. I'm gonna read this one. Okay.
Okay. Oh my gods. This one is about a group of kids that go to a high school on Mount Olympus, and they're all gods. So like Aphrodite, right? That's how you pronounce it.
Yeah, sure.
Athena, Apollo, that kind of stuff.
All those.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Etch. Whoever that is. I don't know who the publisher. Etch. It's one of the imprints out there. So, DC book. Superman smashes the Klan. Required reading if you've got a kid in your house. Like, just required. Okay? You liked it?
Yes.
Yeah?
I've reread that one once or twice.
A couple times, yeah. If you like books, like comics, have kids, you should probably have read this. And take good care of them. Right.
Okay, Megadogs of New Kansas. This one is kind of alien-ish. And there are these really big dogs and reptiles, and they're making stuff, and they go on an adventure.
Cool. All right, and who published that one? So I keep bringing up the publisher because, you know, if you find one publisher that puts out a good kids comic, they're going to put out others. So
this one is Graphic Universe.
Cool. And then No One Returns from the Enchanted Forest. Last month's, right? Or is
No,
this one
is
you
June.
just
This
got
is
a couple
June.
days ago?
Yeah.
Have
I
you-
opened it yesterday.
And you read it?
No.
Oh, okay. Usually it's the same day. It looks cool. It's sharp. So, and then a couple more. So we'll be quick and finish up.
Timo the Adventurer. This one is funny. The pictures are pink-ish.
Some graphics in there
yeah.
and some stuff. Yeah.
And he writes in his journal, and you can see the pages from the journal in here.
Cool. All right. Seekers of the Awito, number 1. The hunt is on. Graphic Universe again.
This one was also Etch.
So we're starting to see some repeats of publishers, but very unique books, even from within the same publisher.
Yeah.
So Awito, watercolors and paints. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'll let you talk about that one.
So the Nixie of the Mill Pond and Other European Stories, a cautionary fables and fairy tales book. The Nixie of the Mill Pond is just one of the books or stories in here. There are maybe 10-ish, 8.
Black and whites.
Yes.
And definitely not a book you would have grabbed off the shelf. Like, just from how the cover is designed and the style and all of that, probably not. But we get it. Check it out. And had some good stories in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were all, some of them I knew, like Jack and Beanstalk and Rapunzel. But they ended differently than than other ones that I have heard of since they're European.
Fair enough. Lightfall, The Girl and the Galdurian, Harper Alley book. This one I like. It's soft color tone or color palette. Yeah. It's so obscure, nobody even knows who published it. Here, you can talk about this one.
Iron Circus Comics on the inside.
Yeah.
Shirley and Jamila, I think is how you pronounce it, save their summer. It's kind of a spy adventure, and it's about two friends, or they're trying to be friends, but one of them just wants to play basketball, one of them just wants to spy and help kids, and they're only friends because being together gets them those two things, and they learn about friendship, and so, yeah.
Cool. So yeah, so 13 books, probably 10 or 11 that we wouldn't have even known existed, if not for the club and if not for Comix Experience and the shop that kind of curates all of this. And they put together a great selection and make it pretty convenient for you to get some new books and kind of be exposed to this market. For people like me, I grew up on comic shops with 2 publishers, and that's it. So when people tell me, "Oh, kids comics recommendations," they're like, "Oh, Bone. That's it. That's all there is." And I'm like, there are hundreds of others, and it's Comix Experience is one of the places that helps us find them. So, comixexperience.com. Yeah, highly recommend it, and yeah. Nice. Thanks to the shop and everyone who puts it together. So, anything else you want to say about them?
It's very fun, like seeing a package sitting on the shelf, and I know since it looks like a book, it's skinny, and I know that's for me. That's a book, and it has stuff in it. I'm gonna go open it, and it's almost dinner. Okay, I'll be right down.
Obviously, we have a routine. I go get the mail. I see it in there. And I just set it on the little table by the stairs, and then I just walk away. And at some point in the night, she sees the first class envelope and packs it. So they've never come damaged or anything like that. So nice job. All right, thank you.
Okay, bye.